This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 322, The Flow Method, 40 Days to Total Life Transformation, a book excerpt from Meyer-Robson, and I'm Justin Malik. I'll be your narrator for today, or every day if you're a regular listener, an oldie as I sometimes like to call you. I really appreciate you subscribing to the show and optimizing your life every day with me. It's crazy. I've now read 321 articles about this stuff. And it's so crazy how it really starts to stick once it becomes part of your routine. All this information just sticks right in there. It really works. It's amazing. But anyway, today's a special episode. I'll actually be reading part of chapter 1 from the book, The Flow Method, 40 Days to Total Life Transformation. It's a really interesting book by Meyer-Robson, and you can check it out and everything she has to offer at her website, which is simply her name, Meyer-Robson.com. If you don't know how to spell that, I have it linked in this episode's description and the post that goes along with this at oldpodcast.com. And with that, let's hear part of the first chapter and start optimizing your life. The Flow Method, 40 Days to Total Life Transformation by Meyer-Robson. Principle 1. You deserve everything you desire. I want you for a moment to imagine everything that you really want: a new relationship, a job promotion, a cure from disease, a beautiful house and car, a child, or any other experience that you dream of. Close your eyes and see yourself having it all right now, this very instant. Try to make this as real as possible. Now say to yourself, I deserve everything that I desire right now, right as I am. As you say this, notice the reactions in your body and mind. What thoughts come to mind? Do you find that you have tightness in your body or a sense of uneasiness in your stomach? It is likely that you do, and that is okay. All this indicates is that you hold a belief that you really don't deserve the experiences that you desire. In fact, were you to put your real feelings into words, it would probably go something like, I don't really think that I will ever have any of that. I don't feel that I'm truly worthy of that kind of life. How do I know that you're thinking this? Because most of us start with this belief. It is programmed into our brains from a very young age and causes a lot of problems for everyone. It is time to get rid of it. What's your balloon made of? To understand how this belief became part of your system, I want you to consider this little story. I want you to imagine that a man gives you two identical balloons. You look at them and sure enough, they are exactly the same color and size and appear to be made of the same material. The man then tells you that you may only have one of the balloons. As they are identical, you immediately take one and give the other back. The man stops you and says that there are some things not immediately evident to the untrained eye that you should know before making your choice final. He informs you that one of the balloons is actually made of exclusive French plastic, and the air inside the balloon was bottled in the Alps in an area known for its clean, pure air. See here, he says, how this balloon seems more flexible and firmer to the touch than the other. You touch them and they feel exactly identical to you. The other balloon, the one you were going to choose, he says, was made of recycled toilet bowls, and the air inside was gathered from Los Angeles smog. He tells you to look at the balloons again and asks, do you now notice the difference? As you look at him doubtfully, he goes on, can you not see the subtle color variations of the balloon hand-dyed by Turkish artisans? There's such a contrast to the balloon colored with ordinary dye. You look again. Yes, now you start to see it. There is a difference, a depth of color perhaps, in the hand-dyed balloon. Moreover, it is certainly much better to have the French plastic and Alps air over the recycled toilets in LA smog. You decide to choose the balloon that is clearly so very much better. You thank the man and leave, happy with your beautiful new balloon. If this sounds like a con to you, it is. But it is exactly what has happened to you since you were a child. Whether you know it or not, you were trained to believe that certain objects were simply made of better material than others, making them much more desirable. In fact, you were even taught to believe that certain people were made of better stuff than others, making them more deserving of the better objects and a better life. Think about this. How do you know that a $100 bill is more valuable than a $1 bill? Like the balloons, if you were presented with the two bills and you did not know the difference, you would see them both as simply pieces of paper made of the exact same stuff. However, through learning that a $1 bill does not buy you as much as a $100 bill, you now would easily assess that the $100 bill is more valuable. They're made of the same stuff, but you are taught how to judge one as more valuable than the other. This does not just happen with currency, it happens with everything that you encounter in your day. Two purses look exactly the same, but one has a different label than the other, and so is more valuable. Two houses are exactly alike, but one is in a better area of town, and so you pay double for that one. Two people look alike, but one has been from a quote-unquote better upbringing than the other, and so is judged to be a better husband who makes a better income. On and on it goes. Every moment of every day, you are judging the worth of everything and assessing your own worth against every other person you meet. Like the balloons or the money, you have been convinced that some things and some people are made of a superior substance and therefore are more valuable. I am here to tell you that we have all been conned. Everything is made of the exact same stuff no matter what anyone tells you. In fact, no matter how you feel about yourself right now, there's absolutely nothing different about you than all the people and things that you admire. In a very real way, you are the exact same as everyone else, regardless of what you look like, think like, or act like. You just listened to an excerpt from the book The Flow Method, 40 Days to Total Life Transformation by Meyer-Robson. And again, you can find her book and everything she has to offer and more information about her at Meyer-Robson.com, which I've linked in this episode's description, and also at oldpodcast.com. And really quickly, a little reminder that I'll be giving away a book in just 4 days to a random person on my weekly email list, where I give you an update on what's going on in my life, a little quote, life tip, and more. It's free to join and a really nice way to show your support for this podcast. And again, you'll be entered to win free books from me every single month, which I hand pack and mail myself. You can join by entering your email address at oldpodcast.com, or you can text the word optimal to the number 44222. Either way works. And I'll leave it there for today. Tomorrow we'll be hearing a post from Joshua Becker, the famous minimalist, where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.